Hello Taurus, hello and welcome into your tarot card reading for September. So Taurus, what do we have here? The overall crowning energy for this month for you is a Queen of Cups. Those three cards, they serve as additional narrative, and then we have the Death, we have Mr. Emperor, and we have Two of Swords. And then the card that is representing the potential obstacles is the Queen of Cups. Once again, because you have it as kind of the main theme of the month. The potential opportunity over here is the Ace of Pentacles, and interesting enough sits straight away underneath Emperor. And then the best way forward is Queen of Swords. Over here is additional commentary, which I'm going to look at the very end. So Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups might represent a literal person in your life. This person doesn't necessarily has to be a woman, but if you're going to think about what the Queen of Cups is representing, might be representing the way of thinking, situation, but I'm getting that this might be representing the way of thinking. And Queen of Cups is someone who is very giving and willingly wants to give, sometimes not expecting much in return, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I guess the overall feel of the reading is something is off the balance, and it's all about September. Taurus, for you is about balancing things out. So maybe you might find yourself in a situation that you are the giver, you are the one who is giving more than receiving, and sometimes it's so the Queen of Cups might come to kind of say, oh hello Taurus, have you noticed if that's really how you would like those things to be? If do you really want to find yourself in a situation where you're constantly giving and you're not receiving much back? And that is the Queen of Cups is coming to ask you to consider this. This is a general read, so overall messages that are flowing, I'm just picking up what's coming through, so please bear it in mind. That is a general read. So, but that's what the Queen of Cups is coming to tell you, Taurus. And she is looking in terms of in the read, she's looking towards the Death, and Death is representing transformation. Death is representing something that is about to change because it's no longer serving its purpose. Death usually is coming to renew things, to bring the old to the end, but it's not talking about destruction for the sake of destruction. It's talking about renewal, and sometimes the renewal is needed because certain situations, certain behaviors, our own behaviors, they might be not serving us, certain coping mechanisms, a certain way of perception, because they're limiting us. And life sometimes have this kind of very funny thing to push our boundaries, and sometimes this is happening in order for us to grow. And I'm having that feeling that you want to change, you know the certain things they need to be changed, and what the cards are saying, September are going to give you opportunity to change certain relations and relationships, and also your own perception about how you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to be acting, and it's going to almost face you with something that you're not going to be very keen on. It's almost you would have to take, or you have to behave in a way that is novel to you, or you would feel highly uncomfortable about that. And because this change is going towards the Emperor, and then right behind the Emperor we have a Two of Swords, so try to imagine the change is coming your way. The Emperor is kind of sitting there and very strong in a way how he's conducting himself. He knows exactly what he wants. So you're almost going to be faced with something. And if you're going to look, the Emperor has the armor, so he's not really very vulnerable. He has to not show any emotions. He has to be tough and very decisive, and he has to be assertive. And he has to make a decision because he's a decision maker. He's setting up the rules. He's the one who rules. And then you have a Two of Swords saying you might be very reluctant to this. You might be don't really want to face with it. You might be not wanting to look into it. So the overall message is over here for you, Taurus. Whatever change is happening, allow it to come your way and see what's going to lead you, even though the certain things, they're not going to sit right with you. The certain things, they're going to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. So in terms of potential obstacles, the Queen of Cups is coming here. So once again, it might be something about how emotionally you react to certain situation, how emotionally you react to certain people. Maybe, and that is just a big maybe, you are addicted to helping others and being needed, and that is a big question mark for you out there, and maybe that's why the cards are showing the Queen of Cups for you to consider this, and that comes across as an obstacle. In terms of potential opportunities, there might be something, opportunities. Ace of I just try to play with it. I just never know what I'm showing. So Ace of Pentacles is showing potential opportunities in terms of there might be to do everything that is with finance, jobs. There might be small sums of money coming your way. But yeah, it feels like a small sum of money, some kind of opening is coming your way. It's almost like the new opportunity, new possibility is going to open, and something that wasn't, it's going to be, it feels like right thing in the right time. And something is to do with anything that is to do with finances, jobs, money, career. That's how it feels. And the suggested best way forward is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, and that is so interesting. If we're going to think about, because the way that's how it sits in a reading, she's kind of there, sitting back to back on both occasions. If you're going to think that Queen of Cups, it's all about emotions and nourishment and being highly affectionate, but sometimes drowning in her own emotions and being overprotective, Queen of Swords, she's highly intellectual. And she has this kind of, she knows what she wants, she knows how to get what she would like to get, and she has a know-how, and she's highly practical. And this is not talking, the Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords is not about, doesn't have to necessarily represent a person. Might represent a way of thinking, mentality. And on the top of that, and I know it might come as a counterintuitive thing, Queen of Swords has a very strong gut instinct. And Queen of Swords is coming for you to tell you that in order for you to achieve your own goals, your own needs, you have to get certain things and certain people out of your way. That's for one. You have to plan. That's the second. And the third thing, use your gut instinct to guide you through the process, because that's what the Queen of Swords in most practical terms is saying. Your gut instinct, your inner voice, you're going to call it a higher self. It's going to provide you with the answers that you are seeking, and listen to it. So where's the additional commentary over here? It's almost like you have to, it's daggers, it almost feels like you have to make those small steps in order to get where you would like to get. It almost, you have to a little bit dare life, you have to be more adventurous. And I think in many terms is saying that you don't have to express your own emotions, you don't have to kind of express your own motives, you just have to they say do things and don't say too much. You don't have to reveal yourself. That's what they're talking. And they say the best time is yet to come anyhow. So I think that is an amazing message, Taurus. So yeah, Taurus, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're going to have a smashing September. And hopefully we shall speak soon. You take care, Taurus. Bye.